Namo Buddhaya. Venerable members of the Mahasangha, distinguished guests, and dear devotees, we are gathered today at the Sydney Mahamenava Buddhist Monastery to witness and celebrate the laying of the foundation stone for the sacred stupa, marking the commencement of this deeply meaningful project. Before we proceed, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we are meeting and pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging. Over 2,600 years ago, following the Supreme Buddha's parinibbana, or the final release from the cycle of birth and death, his sacred relics were enshrined in stupas, becoming lasting symbols of devotion, peace, and spiritual awakening. From ancient India to Sri Lanka, this tradition has flourished, inspiring generations to cultivate faith, practice the Dhamma, and progress towards ultimate peace. Today, we are honoured to continue this noble lineage here in Australia. This occasion signifies far more than the beginning of a structure. It marks the creation of a sacred space for reflection, for meditation, and for the cultivation of merit. We are sincerely grateful for all of you for being present and for sharing in this auspicious and meritorious occasion. With great respect, I now invite the Most Venerable Chief Monk of the main Mahamenava Monastery in Sri Lanka and former Chief Monk of the Sydney Monastery, Venerable Anamadue Sumedha, to kindly administer the 5 precepts. May I please request everyone to stand.
පරලොව සුගතිය පිණිසද සංසාර දුකින් නිදහස් වීම පිණිසද හේතු වේවා වාසනාව වේවා.
On behalf of the Sydney Mahamenava Monastery Committee, I now invite one of our directors, Mr. Rasika De Silva, to deliver the welcome address.
Namo Buddhaya. With the deepest respect, I humbly seek permission from the Mahasangha to address this auspicious gathering. Today is a profoundly blessed and historic occasion as we gather here to witness and participate in the laying of the foundation stones of the sacred stupa in our monastery. This moment marks not just the beginning of a physical structure, but the planting of a spiritual legacy as a symbol of harmony, unity, and the enduring light of the Dhamma. It will serve as a sacred space for veneration and the accumulation of merit, inspiring devotees to cultivate faith and devotion, moral conduct, and develop mindfulness in their daily lives. With great reverence, I acknowledge the presence of the most respected members of the Mahasangha gathered here today. The Most Venerable Chief Monk of the Mahamenava Buddhist Monasteries of Melbourne, Reverend Kakirave Bodhidhamma, who has graciously joined us despite the preparations for the offering of the sacred stupa at the Mount Evelyn Monastery next weekend. The Most Venerable Chief Monk of the main monastery in Sri Lanka, Reverend Anamadue Sumedha, who has traveled to Australia to attend a series of events across 7 Mahamenava monasteries. Many of you will fondly remember that the Reverend Thero previously served as the chief monk of the Sydney Monastery. The Venerable Chief Monk of the Mahamenava Buddhist Monastery of Sydney, Reverend Katugastara Somathero, and all the esteemed members of the Mahasangha present with us here today. Venerable Bantes, your presence is a great blessing, and we are deeply honored to receive it. We are also delighted to welcome our distinguished guests, the Federal Member for Berora, Mr. Julian Leeser, the State Member for Hawkesbury, Ms. Robin Preston, the Mayor of the Hillshire Council, Dr. Michelle Byrne, who sent us her apologies as she is unwell and unable to be with us here today, the Chairperson of the Buddhist Council of New South Wales, Ms. Erica Hendreven. Thank you for joining us and sharing in the significance of this occasion. A special welcome is extended to our respected invitees, devoted supporters, devotees attached to the Mahamevnawa Melbourne monasteries, and members of the Sri Lankan community who are here today. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Mahamevnawa Buddhist Monastery of Sydney, it is my great pleasure to warmly welcome every one of you. We are sincerely grateful for your continued encouragement and support. Following the successful progress made on the construction of the Bodhi tree podium and the planting of the sacred Bodhi tree, we resolved to commence the construction of the sacred stupa in accordance with the monastery's master plan as approved by the council. The sacred stupa will be a source of immense benefit to all devotees, particularly the children of our Sunday school. It will provide a serene and nurturing environment where they can learn and practice the Dhamma. Other components of our master plan, including the outdoor kitchen, additional toilet facilities, and extension to the residential building, will be undertaken progressively with your continued generosity and support. Following this address, we will present a short video highlighting the profound spiritual significance of the sacred stupa. In conclusion, I warmly invite you all to continue walking with us on this meaningful journey as we work together to develop the Mahamevnawa Buddhist Monastery of Sydney into a welcoming and inspiring place to learn, reflect, and practice the Dhamma. To our honored guests and devoted supporters, we extend our sincere appreciation for your presence on this joyful and momentous occasion. May the Triple Gem bless you all. Namo Buddhaya.
It is now my pleasure to invite the Federal Member of Parliament for Barara, Mr. Julian Leeser, to share a few words.
Namo Buddhaya. Maganama Julian Leeser. Mama Barara Federal Asanaya Nyojana Yaka Karana Parliamentary Mantri. Bahoma Stuti. Namo Buddhaya. I'm going to butcher less of the Sinhalese language than I do usually this morning because I know we're all getting a bonus suntan sitting out here in the beautiful grounds of the monastery here. I want to say how wonderful it is to be here with my very good friend, Reverend Somathero. I want to welcome back here Reverend Sumede and Reverend Kirikawa as well, and all the assembled Sangha who are here today. Recently, I also want to acknowledge my state colleague and friend, Robin Preston, your excellent state member of parliament for this area. Recently, I had the privilege of attending a function in my capacity as the Shadow Minister for Education. And at that function, the son of a former Premier of Queensland, Mark Edwards, said that one of the tragedies of his father's service in the Queensland Parliament had been that he was always poorly treated by religious leaders in his life, and that was not as he had hoped that Christians would be. I have to say my experience has been the polar opposite. One of the great joys of my life as a Member of Parliament has been the wonderful friendship that I have made with not only religious leaders like your wonderful Reverend Somathero here, but also with the wonderful communities of faith that make up our electorate. Every time I come here to the Mahamavana Monastery, one of the things that astounds me is how beautiful and serene it is. The other thing that astounds me is how, through the wonderful work of this community, you are continuing to make this a important place of worship, a place of serenity, a place of loving kindness, a place where you can teach the Dhamma to the next generation. That is at the heart of every religious tradition. And now, with the addition of this stupa, you further cement this place in Katai here, with the traditions of the Buddha's life in India and with the traditions of the Mahamavana monasteries in Sri Lanka. I hope to be here on many further occasions to see the growing expansion of your community. I always enjoy coming here. As you know, I always love the loving kindness meditation. It sets me up very well for a week in Parliament, which is so different to the values of the loving kindness meditation. I want to thank you all for what you do to make our country and our community stronger. And particularly at this time of fuel crisis, I will be thinking of your community because of the difficulties of travelling great distances that people have to come here in the car where there's no public transport. It's one of the many reasons why, as a Member of Parliament, I will continue to stand up on those matters. I wish you many years of happiness, and I look forward to coming here again when the stupa is complete. Bahoma Stuti, Namo Buddhaya.
Thank you, Mr. Lisa, for your thoughtful remarks. We're always very delighted to have you here with us, and we really deeply appreciate your ongoing support for our monastery and for our community as a whole. And I must say, your Sinhalese is improving every single time. We now warmly welcome Miss Robin Preston, State Member for Hawkesbury, to offer her remarks.
Good morning, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here. And Julian, I cannot top your language skills. So I'm a girl from Western Sydney, from Fairfield, and I draw on my knowledge and my experience. But can I just say I want to acknowledge our very reverend dignitaries here today. Thank you so much for inviting me, to Julie and Lisa as well, to Erica. Wonderful to have all the gathering here today. And as I stand before you, I stand with the greatest of reverence and respect for your faith. I am a Christian, and my upbringing as a young child took me to my place of worship as well. And just as you come here in this very special place and you bring your children and your grandchildren, it is a place of learning, a place where your compass is set, where your values take you to every stage of your life. And that direction is surrounded by love, care, respect, and reverence. And every time I come here, I learn something new about your faith, about the importance of caring. We're in a really strange place in the world at the moment, aren't we? We look around globally and the chaos we can't control. The behaviour of others we can't control, but we can control our message, our beliefs, our love for one another, and our passion. So I encourage you today to embrace this very special occasion. Thank you so much for inviting me. I want to keep coming back each time. Julie and I love this space. And in the chaos of our world, it brings peace and serenity. And we need that in our life, don't we? So thank you so much today for having me. I want to learn more and more as we move around and about today. It's a very special occasion, and I wish you a very beautiful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Preston. We truly appreciate your meaningful reflections, and we're again deeply grateful for your ongoing encouragement and the support you continue to extend to our community. So thank you so much. With reverence, I now invite the Chief Monk of the Sydney Mahamenava Buddhist Monastery, the Most Venerable Katukaskota Somatheru, to lead in the sharing of merits.
Namo Buddhaya. Most Venerable Bodhidhamma Thero, Chief Monk of Melbourne Monastery, Most Venerable Sumedha Thero, Chief Monk of the main monastery in Sri Lanka, and former Chief Monk of the Sydney Monastery, Venerable Member of the Mahasangha, honored guests, and dear devotees. Today, we are gathered with joyful hearts to begin the blessed ceremony of laying the foundation stone for this sacred stupa. This is a very special and meritorious moment for all of us. May this sacred stupa become a place of merit, devotion, and peace to all beings. As we saw in the video, a stupa holds deep meaning for Buddhists. It reminds us of the Buddha and his sacred relics, and it inspires faith and devotion in our hearts. A stupa is more than just a monument. It is a peaceful place where people can come to reflect on the Buddha's teachings, calm their minds, and develop mindfulness. It gently reminds us to live with kindness, wisdom, and compassion. In this way, it helps bring harmony and peace to both our body and our mind. With deepest gratitude, I respectfully offer my heartfelt merits to our great teacher, the most venerable Kiribati Jnanananda Thero, the founder and spiritual advisor of the Mahamuna Buddhist monastic order. Through his tireless dedication and boundless compassion, he has helped spread Buddha's Dhamma to many people around the world. His guidance and teachings continue to inspire countless devotees to work on the path of peace, wisdom, and compassion. I respectfully offer this merit of our today's meritorious deed to Venerable Bodhidharma Thero, who has kindly traveled from Melbourne to bless this ceremony. Most Venerable Sumedha Thero, who has kindly traveled all the way from Sri Lanka to grace and bless this ceremony. I would also like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Venerable Saradeva Thero, who kindly helped us prepare the first set of drawings for this sacred stupa. And to all our resident monks here, we are deeply grateful for their guidance, compassion, and noble presence. I would also like to express my gratitude and share merits to Chitra Manian Mahansi for her efforts establishing the first Mahamuna monastery in Australia. With gratitude, I also offer merits to our honored guests who have always supported us and share this special moment of our monastery. Mr. Julian Lisa, the federal member for Berora, Ms. Robin Preston, state member for Hawkesbury, thank you for your dedicated service to the Hillshire area, a beautiful and peaceful region of Sydney. I would like to thank special invitees of the Buddhist Council for their support and all the work that they do in Australia. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to our entire construction team. Through their hard work, dedication, and skill, this project has moved forward smoothly because of their efforts. We were able to plant the sacred Bodhi tree and complete major construction within a short period of time. I would like to gratefully acknowledge architect Mrs. Kamalani Gunathilaka, structural engineer and associate professor at University of New South Wales, Dr. Damit Mohotti, managing director Intermark Global, Mr. Dhammika Gunaratna, construction services chairman of ISL New South Wales chapter, Mr. Tevakumar, Project Engineer Mr. Siva Balamairan, Survey Mr. Sunil Lienagi, and Stormwater Consultant Engineer Ranji Premaratna. May the merits of their voluntary service bring them blessings, well being, and success. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank our neighbors who have been gracious with their understanding and support of our activities. We are deeply grateful and truly blessed to be surrounded by such kind and considerate people. Finally, I would like to offer my sincere gratitude to all the devotees. Your financial support, voluntary service, and generous contributions, both seen and unseen, have made this project possible. May the merits we share today bring happiness, peace, and prosperity to you and your families in this life and many lives to come. May this sacred stupa become a place of great merit, devotion, and peace for generations to come. May it inspire many people to practice the Dhamma and cultivate wisdom, compassion, and inner peace. May you all be well, may you be happy, and may you live with peace. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya.
Our sincere gratitude to Most Venerable Katugastota Somatheru for guiding us in the sharing of merits and for including all those connected to this occasion in these blessings. We will now proceed to the laying of the foundation stones. This sacred moment will be accompanied by traditional Sri Lankan drums and blessings from the Mahasangha. As your name is announced, please come forward to receive your stone.